Hi, I'm Vila Lucas. Ladies, I'm so excited to announce our circle is beginning, the Sisterhood of the Goddess online discovery circle. We are launching this Sunday. So 10 a.m. Sunday morning, West Coast time, we're going to be circling up online and we're going to be focusing on the Egyptian goddess Isis. So this circle is open to women of all ages and stages, and I would absolutely love to have you join us. So if you or anyone you know is seeking something, and perhaps you don't even really know what that is, but just having a desire for something a little bit new, something a little bit different, something a little bit deeper, perhaps. That's absolutely the kinds of things we're going to be discovering in our circle together. So whether it's new styles of inspiration, new insights, new ways of looking at the world, and even something like new ways of solving problems or approaching situations, new styles of communication, new perspectives. So if this calls to you, then please, I would so love to have you circle up with us. So I've had people asking, so what is the Discovery Circle? What is this format? What is it all about? So let me tell you a little bit about how we're going to be structuring our circles. So basically, Discovery Circle is an interesting blend of a number of different elements. And the whole point is that it is a way for you as a woman, as an individual, as a mom, to learn more about yourself from the inside out. So instead of taking in information from an outside source, it's going to be a way to bring forward from the inside out more of a revelation of what's there within you. And so we'll be using the information about the goddesses in different formats to help stimulate that kind of revelation or those kinds of insights. So we're going to be working with conversations, we're going to be working with stories, we're going to be working with imagery and art. And so with all of that, it's a very intuitive learning style. And so as women, that's an important way for us to learn. It's very nourishing for us to kind of have that absorbing style, that way of intuitively getting information. It's a very right-brained approach. So let me just give you a little example. So for Sunday's circle, where we'll be learning about the Egyptian goddess Isis. So she was an amazing, amazing figure, and she was a queen and a mother and a goddess of magic, of mystery, and of alchemy. And so one of the themes we're going to be looking at with Isis is change. And so in the conversations we're going to be having, we'll be looking at what is my own relationship to change? How do I feel about change? Do I embrace change? Am I comfortable leading in change? So as women, change is just a part of the nature of who we are. We're cyclical beings. As moms, oh my goodness, change is just an ever constant factor in our reality. So how do I work with change? What's my relationship to it? And so by exploring that question and that conversation, you have the opportunity to learn more about yourself. And then with that awareness that comes in the conversation, making choices about, oh, do I like that way of working? Or would I like to try something different? And by hearing other women's responses and approaches and experiences, it gives each of us the opportunity to look at it from different angles and receive some of those deeper insights. So, we will also be looking at the information or, the discovery process through story. So we'll be digging into the story of Isis on Sunday. And it's an amazing story. It's really deeply profound, and one that's been, around for thousands of years and been, there's different versions that have existed around the globe. And some of it's a little bit edgy. And so really looking at what were the choices that she made? And what does that show us about the perseverance that was required for her to bring about the change that she knew was her job, was her destiny, was her role? And so looking at the story and allowing that story to speak to us on these deeper levels. And then alongside that, we'll also be digging into some of the art and imagery. So with every Discovery Circle, we'll have the opportunity to explore. I have a slideshow, and each slideshow's got about, I would say, 7 or 8 images of the goddess that we're focusing on, and represented in different styles. So different depictions, and from that, what we get to do is discover, how do I resonate with this different depiction? You know, what am I really drawn to? What am I repelled by? What is it that kind of spurs me on and lights me up? And what is it that just kind of makes me curious, or perhaps even makes me uncomfortable? This intuitive learning style gives us a really rich foundation for understanding more about who we are and what works well for us in our day-to-day lives. So these are just a couple of examples of what it means to be working in a Discovery Circle style. And so what are you going to get from this? It's another good question that people always ask. So our circles are an hour and a half long online, and so I will be facilitating the process of those conversations, of that intuitive journey through the story and through the imagery. And so I've been a healer for 15 years now, and I've been working with goddesses for over 20 years now. And so this is an area that is near and dear to my heart, and something that I particularly enjoy doing. So you'll get to receive all of the expertise that I bring as part of facilitating this circle. And something I'm really excited, this is my first unveil here. So as part of our Sisterhood of the Goddess, I have been working with an amazing illustrator, an artist who has been who's been doing original artwork for us. And so with that intuitive learning style, I've been very excited about how when people do like the coloring pages and the mandalas and these kinds of things, it gives them that slightly altered state. So they're not in that linear mindset. And so I've been working with coloring as part of our goddess circles as well. So our artist has been developing original artwork, so a different goddess portrait for each of the goddesses we'll be working with. So here's Isis. Here's our first, this is the first revelation, first time she's seeing the light of camera. So as a participant in our Discovery Circle, you will receive one of these illustrations of Isis that you will get to color on your own. And then that becomes a keepsake and a way for you to continue to engage the material that we're working with online as we come together. So I would so love to have you join us, and please do not hesitate to reach out if you've got any questions. So if any of this is like slightly unclear or not sure what it's all about, or wondering about particular configurations, please do let me know. So I'll be sure that the registration link is connected here to the video, and it would be an amazing honor to get to have your energy and your insights and your discovery process part of our deeper fabric, part of the richer environment of women coming together that we're going to be creating. Hope to hear from you soon.